it what we call catch-22 here? We are in such a situation. I think the viewers help us here. What do we do? And that is why I need your mind here, Nicholas.
Yes, Jonah.
Emotions toned down. It's very difficult to separate emotions and politics, I realize. But we need help here. What do we do when our leaderships, legislature, judiciary, and executive, very, very key elements of our leadership, they're at loggerheads? This is serious.
Jonah,
have we ever been here before?
We've been here before, but the kind of scenarios that we had were situations where power was very should I say imbalanced, and so the person who had power had all the power to
Were
push
we
people
better
around.
off that way then?
In
your opinion, is democracy then working for us? Because this is democracy, but is it to our destruction? You remember Moi saying mutajikaranga na mafuta yenu wenyewe?
But it was because of tribalism. I don't think it was because of the democracy. I don't think he had, okay, maybe he did, because it was taking power from him.
What do we do in such a situation where the executive, which is very important, the president is key to you and me? You agree that?
Yes.
The judiciary is very key to you and me.
Jonah.
And the legislature is very key to you and me.
Exactly.
But now they are not in sync. What happens?
Jonah,
first
of all, they don't have to be in sync. That is one. Not really.
But at least Martha's tried to call for a dialogue.
Yes, exactly. And even me, I'm calling for a dialogue. But I'm saying that this dialogue must not be a closed-door dialogue. It has to be dialogue between us Kenyans and those leaders taking leadership in that dialogue. I think, Jonah, it is time maybe for the people now to actually activate what we call the direct leadership. I'm talking about a referendum. It is important that, and Free Kenya has invited Kenyans since 2018. We could see these things are coming to that.
But you'll agree, even that referendum is not possible without the courts, without the executive,
no problem.
It has to be passed by the three.
But at least it will be coming through, ensuring that anybody who is playing around with the roles they have will have to tone down, because it means that we, the people, are coming for you, and we can come for you at any time, Jonah. This is the reality that we are facing, that we have a constitution that says that if this thing begins to become a problem like this, then it goes back to the people. If they cannot agree, it is the people to make them agree. And this is what we are saying. And that's why we call ourselves the board of directors of this country. We have appointed all of them, not just one. We didn't appoint the president. We appointed the president, we appointed the MPs, we appointed the judiciary. It is our appointment. When they read that
during the president Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta's term, there were some judges who were to be approved or something.
Yeah, and they refused to approve them.
Yes, they were approved when President William Ruto came to power.
Yes, I think the Ruto administration and this judiciary started very well in a place where they seem to be in step with each other. And then we were even suspicious that some things are happening that are not supposed to happen, and we saw a lot of cases that went a different way from what had been decided before. Then something just unraveled. I don't know what unraveled, but the reality of the fact is this, Jonah. I think the president needs to get advice from his team, and I hope that the AG takes time and puts a team together and basically goes and sits with the president on the matters of judicial call it judiciary, and explains to the president and basically finds a way of ensuring that this thing can be done in a more should I say in a better manner, because we cannot have a situation where the entire executive and everybody who works under the executive and who is supporting the executive now begins to do this in rallies. Every rally now it's bashing the judiciary. It is not fair to this country. It is not fair to the constitution of Kenya. It is not fair to Kenyans themselves. I think it is time that we tone down what we are doing. And Jonah, I've always said this all the time. This fight is between the executive and judiciary. The legislature could have some time, some opportunity to deal with it. But then the legislature is also part of the problem here, because they are also taking sides. This is where the problem comes in. And I really hope that we can find direction in this.
We need to calm down. Let's go to Alison Ouattara. Which team are you supporting?
Why do you have to go and say Watara?
You had already said Tanzania.
For me, I'm saying that Tanzania
yes.
is my team, and
yes.
Unfortunately, they were really thrashed very badly.
Yes.
But that's not a problem.
Yeah.
You can start a tournament by getting thrashed,
okay.
and then you go your way and
okay.
you win the tournament.
Okay.
You've seen teams that have done that before.
Okay, we need to stop this. I think I would put my bet with Nigeria, the likes of Cameroon.
You're running away from East Africa.
Is Egypt there?
Yeah, Egypt is not there.
Is Uganda there?
Uganda is not there.
Oh, I'm told Uganda is there.
They are not there.
All right. Senegal.
Senegal is
I would
there.
put my back with Senegal.
Senegal is there.
Yes.
Yes.
Viewers, hey, I think the CS Sababu Namwamba needs to help us so that we can also get to, to AFCON 2027.
No, 2027 we are there. We are in. What we need to do is to take the cup and keep it home. We need to find a way of ensuring that.
Yeah, of course, legally. Don't steal it. That is the end of our show. See you next week on Politics Today. We've been with the Secretary General himself, Free Kenya Movement, Nicholas Oyo. All his opinions are his and not part and parcel of Science TV. I'm your host, JONAH SIMBA. See you next week. Bye-bye.